Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fran, I'm from Venezuela, and today we are going to be reacting to a video called Top 10 Things That Are Weirdly Popular in Britain. I can't wait to watch this and find out, so let's check it out and comment, like, subscribe, and start.
This goes way beyond Toad in the Hole. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things that are weirdly popular in Britain.
Okay,
before we begin,
what?
we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at things that are popular in Britain but can appear unusual to those from afar.
Okay.
As the saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Oh my god, they're calling trash
Maybe commonplace on our shores.
Are they calling trash things that are popular in the UK? That was a weird analogy.
And seem peculiar, if not downright unacceptable, to other cultures.
Unacceptable.
Number 10, mixing up the metric system. For the most part, we British have made the bridge from old to new and embraced the metric system.
Yes.
But we ardently refuse to measure long distances in anything other than miles.
Oh.
Britain birthed the imperial system in the first place, and we're not about to relinquish it fully. Although we measure most liquids in litres, with milk and beer, we still like to use pints, or sometimes both pints and litres depending on the situation, pounds and ounces, or kilos and grams. It depends how we feel on the day. Confused yet? Yep, you should be.
I am confused.
Number
the metric
9,
system is
roundabouts.
You turned into a roundabout!
Britain loves going round in circles, and no, we're not referring to international diplomacy. Although France has the exclusive bragging rights of having over half of the world's roundabouts, the UK has more per road than those across the Channel, or than any other country for that matter. But are they really so necessary? Everyone else manages to avoid Blues Brothers style pile-ups without them. Perhaps they're just a long-standing joke made by British road designers, or an elaborate excuse to bust out the spirograph they got for Christmas last.
Oh my god.
Number 8,
You're just stuck
cheeky Nando's. It's Friday night and we're all feeling a bit peckish, lads. You know what that means? A cheeky Nando's. Said no one outside of Britain ever.
What's that?
Sure, Nando's restaurants can be found worldwide, but the chain has basically become a British institution. Just compare the UK's 280 plus branches to the much bigger USA's only 40 outlets. When you're a bit tired of Sunday roasts and fish and chips, some Portuguese-style chicken dishes are the obvious alternative. Nando's marinades are available in supermarkets too, so you can have that peri-peri perfection even if you're having a night in. Number 7, the garden shed. Inhabitants of more spacious nations may simply store their lawnmowers and other gardening equipment in their garages and such. But in the UK, every square metre, or that is every square foot, counts, and a shed at the end of the garden can be highly practical. In addition to the norm, however, some residents have decided to pimp out their sheds, even adding some homemade bars, art studios, or saunas to them. If that wasn't extravagant enough, the phenomenon has been rewarded with a Shed of the Year competition.
Shed of the Year?
Number 6, public drunkenness. We may be admired by the rest of the world for our many traditional English pubs, but with a lot of drinkeries comes a lot of drunkenness.
Of course.
And traditionally enough, we Brits have seemingly no shame in getting unabashedly intoxicated in public, particularly when there's a World Cup on. In fact, any sporting event will do just fine. Cricket, rugby, darts, the list goes on, with the crowds getting merrier and merrier.
So you have all your round
not to mention music festivals, or royal weddings, or every lunch break at work.
Everything is an
Number
excuse.
5, the downstairs toilet.
Downstairs toilet?
Not only are downstairs toilets untraditional in most places outside the UK, they're often not even referred to as toilets at all.
What's the downstairs toilet?
Apparently, going to the bathroom is the more polite substitute for when one's in need of the lavatory.
Of course.
It's easily lost in translation for an outsider in Britain though, as the so-called downstairs bathroom, as in toilet, doesn't usually include the supposedly expected tub and shower. But beyond that,
but it's not. I those are normal in bigger houses, and they're called like half baths. I think it's a half bath.
Loo is actually seen as an ultra convenience in the UK,
of course
negating the need to climb the stairs every time you need to go.
Yes.
Number 4, football stickers. Why collect stamps and have all those images of the Queen in a scrapbook
but those are popular in other places.
Stickers and have the likes of John Joe Shelby smiling out at you against a super
in Latin America
background.
They're so popular.
And if you don't have the album at hand, you can stick your favourite player on anything. The possibilities are endless.
And it's the same Panini thing. I don't know if anyone else does that, but Panini is like the worldwide. They're like, yes, they're football stickers. Like, it's Panini, of course.
Many a football fan grew up desperately trying to complete their Premier League sticker albums.
It's a popular activity.
It seemed you were one David Seaman away from victory. It's a rite of passage, but it does get a little weird when grown adults shell out hundreds for that Derby County left-back they desperately need.
Well,
Number 3,
if that's
Eurovision.
your hobby, it's your hobby.
Eurovision isn't the only thing in Britain that's popular, despite us not being very good at it.
It's a reality show, I think.
But all the same, the UK has won Eurovision far more times than the countries within it have taken the World Cup home, and far more recently as well. British entries to have conquered Europe's mushy pop scene through the years include Sandy Shaw's Puppet on a String in 1967 and Katrina and the Waves' Love Shine a Light in 1997. There have been some low points, but that won't stop us throwing Eurovision parties every single year for the rest of our lives, will it? Number 2, Pancake Day.
Pancake
Tuesday
Day
was originally a day for Christians to make a confession to their priest ahead of starting a 40-day fast. But similar to how Christmas has essentially become an annual excuse to binge on turkey, Shrove Tuesday has become an excuse to shove your face with fried flour smothered in
I want to go there.
Hence its better-known name, Pancake Day. It is celebrated elsewhere, being more bluntly known as Fat Tuesday in the US, but not many take it as seriously as the British do. Until you've seen or compete in a pancake flipping race, you just haven't lived.
Pancake flipping
Number
race?
1, second-hand stuff. Sure, everyone's got in on the act of purchasing and selling second-hand goods for discount prices in the 21st century. But long before the internet took over everything, Brits were hoovering up deals at their local car boot sales. These aren't subtly trendy thrift stores a la America. They're good old-fashioned, no-nonsense, bring-and-buy bonanzas. If there's not a boot sale on, there's an abundance of charity stores to rummage through.
Oh, but I love those.
And when we Brits aren't poking around for the perfect pre-owned purchase, we're watching daytime TV shows where people sell the contents of their attics for a profit.
Okay,
no
love that.
Goes unhunted in these parts. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest video.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I think there's a lot of things that are interesting to me because the whole, again, the football stickers, they're big in other countries. It's like a whole thing. But he mentioned like adults doing it, which is like, yes, because there's a lot of adults that happen to be pretty big soccer fans. So it's like, it's okay. Like the football fans, so they actually like they do sort of like collect them. I've known adults that are like very into it. Every time there's like a World Cup or a big sporting event, they're like they love it. It's pretty annoying, I have to say, because you constantly get repeats. So I don't think it's quite an expensive hobby and quite annoying as well. Because you're constantly, you're getting repeats and it's like you have to like buy another pack and it's all repeats and you're like, no, but that's why you switch, right? You tend to be like, you switch with other people because, that's kind of like the whole activity and it's a whole thing. But I think I would love to, the whole Pancake Day, I wish known more about it because, what like the restaurants have like, deals or something like that, or it's just like an activity that you're expected to like do at home and you have to like make your own pancakes. But I would guess maybe like restaurants have like deals and they have like a huge variety, or maybe it's like a whole day buffet with just pancakes, because that seems like a wonderful idea and I would love to go there on Pancake Day because it seems great. And the whole antique thing, I think that's great. I'm all for stuff that reduces waste. So love that. It's great for us, I think, as a society. We don't have to throw away things because again, like he mentioned at the beginning, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So if you're buying antiques or just used things, used items, maybe who knows what you're gonna get. And sometimes you can get like pretty good deals on stuff that you're maybe not expecting. That I love it, a good like thrift store, a garage sale, like those are great, and you can get like so many good things. But you have to like, it's something that you have to like really like. But apparently everyone in Britain does it, which great, love that. It's a great like cultural thing to have. And yeah, but I'm surprised. I think those two things like probably surprised me the most. And the downstairs bathroom, it's interesting because I've known that I like that to me is a normal thing, but I wouldn't refer to it as like a downstairs bathroom. I would call it just like a half bathroom. So it's kind of weird that it's like a downstairs bathroom, but apparently, again, it's very popular. I think because I think that houses in the UK are quite, or maybe like smaller. So, but it's usual that they all have like stairs, right? You know, they have second floors. So maybe that's a thing. Like you don't need, if you have like a one stair, one floor house, you're not gonna call it like the downstairs bathroom. You're just gonna call it like just use like the bathroom, but it's just usually like near the entrance. So again, because it's sort of like for guests. But of course, if you live in a big house, or if you have a second or a third floor, it's like, oh, every time I have to use the bathroom, I have to like climb up the stairs. I get it's not that practical. But yeah, love those things. They're not that weird, except maybe for Pancake Day, but weird in an excellent way that I wish to know more about it. But yeah, this was really good, and hopefully you also enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll see you next time. Bye.